30 Secrets and Leaks in Fortnite Season 2. Tanks are now in Fortnite, and while some people think they're overpowered, there is one trick that'll let you wipe them out with ease. Don't waste your ammo spray in the tank, instead look for the big yellow box on the front, and by shooting it, you'll expose the driver for an easy elimination. And if that fails, a 1000 C4 can also work. And if you're like me and wonder why Epic removed the MK7, well, don't worry, because there's still a secret way to get them using tents. Yes, MK7s that were stored last season are still usable in Season 2, so just try not to lose it, okay? This season also introduced the Origin, a new member of the Seven whose mystery has finally been solved. While the trailer didn't give us a lot, a secret music pack revealed the Origin was once known as the Cube King, who slowly realized the energy of the cubes was evil, so he planned an escape. This would lead to him being captured by the Imagined Order, who would torture him until eventually being saved by the Seven. This had to have given him a new purpose, as he joined the group, copped a sweet set of armor, and now has an awesome origin story. While the tank is an awesome vehicle, there are multiple new ones that might be right around the corner. If you analyze the trailer, you could spot unreleased cars, including the tow truck that was teased over a year ago on top of a muscle car. Now, I'd be happy if we only got these, but it looks like another notable vehicle could also be spotted, the Stormwings. These can be seen flying around the IO's blimps and might just confirm their return to Battle Royale this season. While we all spent hours staring at Fortnite's awful queue timer waiting to play the new season, most of us didn't notice a hidden Easter egg. Hiding behind a small rock, you could find Ramirez, the pet from Chapter 1, Season 7. I have no idea why she's in the cover art, but either way, the attention to detail is insane. Another Easter egg that we could actually follow is finally back in Fortnite. If you head to the north side of Condo Canyon, you can go out into the sand and see something very interesting poking out of it. Now, it looks like normal rocks from afar, but once you get closer, longtime Fortnite players will realize that this isn't just any rock. These are the Rock family from Chapter 1. These guys had an entire storyline back then where they started off as a rock couple who had a kid and dog, but eventually got themselves into too much trouble. Now, luckily, the story had a happy ending, and we didn't see them again until Chapter 2, where you could find the Rock family imprisoned by the Imagined Order. Well, it seems like they've been freed, as they are now here on the Chapter 3 island, and sure, they're buried in sand, but just maybe they'll dig themselves out as the season progresses. And if you landed at Command Cavern this season, you might have found yourself either running away or fighting Huntmaster Saber. But what you might not know is that he has a special spinning claw attack that's a little too similar to Wolverine from Chapter 2. A nice tribute to one of my favorite Marvel heroes, and with him returning in the comics soon, maybe this goes a little bit deeper. Last season, when Covert Cavern was introduced, there were some really interesting rooms. They had arcade machines, leftover garbage, and other references to Chapter 2, Season 2. Fast forward an entire chapter later, and there are even more Easter eggs just like this. There's actually a vent in the blimp at Command Cavern, and if you head inside, you come across a room that has tons of references to Meowscles. From slippers to a worm pillow and a cat bobblehead, it is pretty obvious who's camping out here. And it's not even the weirdest secret at Command Cavern. In the mountain itself, you can now find these weird vault doors. We're not sure if they're for a challenge or something, but I cannot do this again. Please, Fortnite, no more secret doors. The Chapter 2 bunker wasn't open for years, and the Foundation statue has been sliced in half, so I am not getting my hopes up for this one. Something you should get your hopes up for is a brand new shotgun coming to Season 2. In a short video that teased vertical zip lines, Epic Games actually used an upcoming gun and hoped nobody would notice. But if you look closely, you can see that this is an updated version of our classic pump that looks more like an old-style single-barrel shotgun rather than a pump-action one. And speaking of leaks, there have been a ton of upcoming features revealed in the files that would get anyone excited for what's to come. According to data miners, Epic is working on an upcoming vehicle that will be a quad bike. Now, we already have the Quad Crasher, so my guess is that this will be a standalone quad bike without the ram on the front. And then we'll throw down the new Cowcatcher vehicle mod in order to turn it into a Quad Crasher, and I think that'd be pretty cool. And speaking of the Cowcatcher, a lot of players haven't figured out you can throw it on the ground and use it as a deployable cover. With building disabled, this works amazing in a pinch, but when it gets destroyed by an enemy though, it is gone forever, so use it wisely or, just collect a ton of them, whichever works for you. Let's say it's about to be destroyed. Well, you can actually heal the Cowcatcher with a repair torch. You'd assume it only heals vehicles and attachments, but it goes way beyond that. The torch also heals anything that's metal, and I mean anything, including metal builds. Might not be useful right now, but once building comes back, being able to repair your box or even armored walls without using mats might be game-changing. And so with people healing their walls, it makes you wonder how you're gonna get into boxes then, and well, the Cowcatcher might just be your best friend. A car attachment that not only works as cover but also breaks walls instantly will be 100% essential in a couple weeks. But moving to a really weird Easter egg, if you head west of Coney Crossroads, you can find a tombstone memorial with a car halfway into the dirt, and this is it. No further explanation. Now, this could be a reference to the infamous glitch where cars would just fall under the map, because an Epic dev actually replied to a clip of this happening on Reddit. It also looks like we may be getting a homing rocket launcher, as it can be spotted in this screenshot for Season 2. According to leaks, it'll lock onto vehicles and fire rockets straight at them, which will be good for tanks and also the upcoming battle buses that can fly. And that can also be set for choppas, because yes, helicopters are also returning this season and will come with a brand new design inspired by the 7. This definitely explains why the homing rocket might be needed soon. And if you've been keeping up with their challenges, you might have been surprised when you heard the voice of the Origin for the first time. Well, it turns out the secret voice actor for the Origin is actually Rahul Kohli, added to the list of celebrities who make up the group. But there's another exciting secret that you can only find if you talk to the visitor and go to his entry in the collection menu. His description claims that even the worst war he's seen in his entire life will be nothing compared to what's about to happen, meaning the reality war is going to be even bigger than we thought. And while we wait for that, we also have the armor battle bus currently being funded around the island. Right now, it is over 6% funded, but once that's complete, you might be wondering what comes after. Well, the funding stations throughout Season 2 will let us choose between the Combat AR vs MK7, then Shield Bubble vs Balloons, and it also looks like the Boogie Bomb has come back to get its justice after it was snubbed in Season 8. We'll have to choose between that and a Rift to Go. And finally, we'll be able to fund either the 7's turrets or 7 anti-vehicle turrets, depending on how we feel about all the new vehicles in a couple months. And who knows, by then we might have a brand new vehicle in the game that people have been asking for years now. Ever since Chapter 1, the community has been dying to see ballers back in the game, and when Epic brought them back in the form of a group mythic, it just wasn't the same, and they lasted for like 2 weeks. Well, luckily, according to leakers, upgraded ballers are in the works and might be arriving this season with 400 HP. Yes, it looks like the hamster in the cover art might have been teasing something after all. By then, we might even get an effective counter to vehicles, because leakers claim airstrikes will be coming back this season with double damage to builds and vehicles. It'll be joined by the heavy sniper, which has a lot of the community especially excited due to the lackluster snipers we've had in Chapter 3 so far. And it's not just vehicles that can be seen in the story trailer. Early in the video, you can actually see Chaos Agent on the side of the IO. Maybe Epic are just throwing in random skins at this point, but if this was done on purpose, then it could confirm that somehow Chaos Agent has been working for the IO all along. Now, it really doesn't make sense, and my brain is already struggling just thinking about that, but luckily, we'll get a break from the action in May when Obi-Wan Kenobi's Disney Plus show releases, as leakers have already discovered updates to the lightsabers in the files, confirming they will be coming back this season. And I cannot wait to run around as Obi-Wan or even Darth Vader. And if you are already excited by all the new mobility this season, from blimps with cannons and tactical sprinting, then there is even more on the way. Yes, soon there will be chests around the island that we could open, and it will drop jetpacks for us to use. They will be so useful when it comes to fighting the armor battle buses. I mean, maybe we'll even see some incredible mid-air hijacks. And honestly, how do you guys feel about the season so far? No building, new vehicles, and the most mobility we've seen in Fortnite since Chapter 1. I mean, is this the game we've been asking from Epic for years now? Let us know in the comments below. This has been 30 secrets and leaks you missed in Season 2. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.